Hey you guys, thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. My name is Miss Tamara Little and I am back with another video. Now this video is a little show and tell of some of the new products that I picked up. The first one being by Patrick Star himself and One Size Beauty. Now I have done previous videos explaining how oily my skin is, and we all know in one way to combat oily skin is to start off with a good base. So I wanted to try out his primer, which is known for keeping you matte and dry all day long. Long story short, it works, and it works really well. But moving on to the next product, I did want to try out a new setting powder. I don't know what it is. It's like I'm on a hunt for a new setting powder. This makeup artist is a makeup artist based out of Baltimore, Maryland, and he goes by the name of Style Channel. I love his personality. I found him on Instagram, and he has recently come out with some new beauty products, from powder to setting spray, and more recently he came out with some lashes and eyeliner. It was a little difficult to kind of figure out the undertone of the powders. I bought like a number 2, and then I went back and bought a number 5. So I'm still trying to figure it out. But as far as the coverage, it's pretty full coverage, and that in the combination with the One Size Beauty primer, I was literally looking as matte as I did when I first applied my makeup that morning. One thing I will say about him is that you will love his personality. He does the funniest videos on Instagram, really inspirational videos, some funny videos. But as far as his craft, dude is A1. I mean A1. He has a lot of before and afters for his clients, and he uses his own products on his clients. So I'm really interested to see exactly how some of the other products work. I recorded this video a while ago. This was like back in June, and like I said, since he has come out with some new products like eyeliner, he does have a brow pencil. Yeah, I know I still use my same 99-cent Wet n Wild pencil for my eyebrows that I'm struggling with right now, but I think I do want to give his brow products a try. Moving on to my regular face routine, I'm applying some L'Oreal concealer, which I love. This is perfect for covering up any sort of hyperpigmentation or blemishes. It's really full coverage, really thick, and really cheap. I need to try this. But once I'm done with that, I am going to be using this Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I know the color is not right, but it is so good. The finish is so beautiful. I need to go back to Sephora and figure out the proper shade for me, because that whole online find your shade thing is trash. So I'm gonna go back and find the perfect shade. But once I'm done with that, I am going back to Style Channel's setting spray to set my foundation, because I do like to set my foundation before I apply more product. Now let's talk about concealer. I have tried Huda in the past. I have used her foundation, but I've never tried her concealer. This concealer is pretty good. I even like the color. At first I thought it was a little bit too light, but because I have a neutral undertone, I figured I could pull it off, and if it did come off a little too light, I can just balance it out with some bronzer or contour. But this Huda Beauty foundation, and I want to say it is in the shade Cookie. Let me not even lie, I will put everything down below in the description box. But I really like the way that it blended out. Whenever it comes to new concealers, I'm always worried about leaving it on too long, because I do like to let it dry down a little bit, but I didn't want it to dry all the way down and it not being able to move. I didn't have a problem with Huda. I didn't have a problem with it at all. It blended out really nicely, and I can see myself purchasing this again. Now I had all intentions in using Style Channel's setting powder to set my under eye, but because it came across really light when I set it underneath my foundation color, I didn't want to have that casket ready color, really bright under eye setting. So I resorted to my Fenty setting powder. I love Fenty setting powder. It smells so good, and it did give me that nice smooth finish, but I wanted to see how Style Channel's setting powder would work. Instead, what I chose to do was put a little bit of Style Channel's setting powder over top of the Fenty, just to give me a little bit of brightness underneath my eye, and it worked out pretty good. Now for the rest of the video, I went on and did my regular face routine, but just to do a little recap on some of the new products that I bought, or all of the new products that I bought, I feel like it was kind of like an influencer product show and tell, so to speak. To start off with the Patrick Star Primer A1. This primer is perfect for hot summer months. Again, I filmed this video back in June, which is why you see my Gemini earrings, because it was Gemini season. So I did use this primer and I did not get oily. I did not. And of course, when you're oily, the summertime is not your friend. A lot of people don't even like wearing makeup during the summertime, but if you have a really good primer like this, it's doable. It's doable. As far as style channels, setting powder and setting spray, perfect. I love this. I mean, he has several videos where he has dipped his face in water after he's applied his setting powder and his face set. It did not move. Now, of course, I'm not going to do that. But for the summer months, this works perfect, and I definitely will see myself, or I have been using the products ever since. Again, are the tones a little bit off, or do I have to figure out exactly what setting powder colors to get? Yes, but I'm probably just gonna go ahead and get all of them just so I can have them in my collection. But the setting spray was A1 as well. As far as the concealer was concerned, Huda was beautiful. It blended out perfectly. I have no complaints whatsoever. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.